So everybody knows that Fremont Street in downtown Las Vegas is a really popular nighttime destination, but a lot of people ask me, Chris, what's it like in the day? And is it worth going in the day? And so in this video, I'm gonna walk you down the Fremont Street experience in Fremont Street East at 1 o'clock on a Friday. So you can see what it looks like and maybe decide whether you wanna come here at the nighttime or the daytime. Now, it's loud, so I'm gonna take my microphone that I've got right here and hold it close to my mouth so that you can hear me, because there's a lot of loud music that goes on in here. All right, so the reason why this is a popular nighttime spot is because of the Viva Vision light show above, and the actual shows that they do on this are at night. There's like lights on it all the time. As you can see here, 1 o'clock, there's lights on it and there's music playing, but they do special shows where they like darken all the light up signs around and just do that show, and those only happen at night. So that's what people tend to come out here for, but as you can see, it is still pretty lively at 1 o'clock on a Friday, although things definitely get way livelier if you come here at night. Now, the question of, is this a family-friendly place? Well, you know, it can be a little raunchy, I would say. There are also a lot of beggars that are down here, so you do want to be a little bit careful if you got your kids, just to make sure they stay close. All right, so what do we got on the right? So Fremont Street is, you know, used to be a street you could drive down, but now it's pedestrian only. It is one of the most popular places in Las Vegas for New Year's Eve. Well, is it really? I mean, the Strip is really popular. That's where everybody goes, to the Strip. Like hundreds of thousands of people brought to the Strip. But the Fremont Street experience has an annual New Year's Eve party. You do have to pay admission to come in here for New Year's Eve, but it's always a big deal. Regularly, admission is free. You just come in and walk around. One of the newest hotels down here, we passed it at the beginning. The Circa Hotel is a 21 and up hotel only. A lot of the hotels are doing that here. At Circa, they actually check your ID when you come in, and I think it's actually a way for them to keep the vagrants out, because, you know, do they all have driver's licenses or IDs handy? And the answer is probably no. So that probably works for that intended effect. On the left, we've got Binions. On the right, we've got the Golden Nugget. These classic old school Vegas hotels, often a lot cheaper than their Las Vegas Strip counterparts. It is very loud here. It is so loud here. A lot of street performers down here, and to perform, they got to be in these little circles. So you see this little circle he's standing in. They can only perform or ask for money in a circle. That's kind of how it works. So the Showgirls, they tend to walk around, but the gorillas, which are really popular, these dudes that dress up in like gorilla outfits and dance around, they got to stay in the circle. Okay, and there's a couple of street crossings that you cross. This one of them, we are in front of, what's this casino? I can't read the sign. Sam Boyd's Fremont Casino, and on the right is the Four Queens Casino. I don't know why its lights aren't on. Maybe they just haven't turned them on yet for the day. Saving power, saving the light bulbs. I bet it costs a lot of money to replace those old school light bulbs. We've got someone on the right doing a little hip-hop dance, and back on kids, you can see there's maybe, what, a 3-year-old girl just doing the hip-hop as the artist says he's so adorable. Angry clown on the left? I don't know about that. Okay. Here we got a cigar bar. Some people that it's a 360 camera. Someone doing some kind of like spray painting. It was like pretty good spray painting. This guy was painting earlier when I walked by, so yeah, that's legitimately cool art right there. Okay. Oh, on the top is the world's ultimate zip line, as they call it, SlotZilla. So you can basically like fly down the Fremont Street experience on a zip line. That's the advertisements on all the pillars say, all you can fly Monday through Friday, unlimited flights, one price. Oh, all the showgirls that are walking around, obviously they're walking around for pictures, and they're not free. The showgirls, they don't work for the hotels, so if you're gonna take a picture with the showgirls, expect to tip them. Definitely negotiate the tip up front. I also just passed the Chippendales. Same deal with the Chippendales. the good-looking guys, they don't stand around shirtless for free. That's it. Okay. We've got the D on the right. We've got an old-school gift shop on the left. We've got a few stages. So at nighttime, you'll see live performance on these stages, and you can see they were advertising in New York. Oh, here's one of the gorillas. The gorilla's on the move. The gorilla's going to the airport. He's got his suitcase. He's going to the airport. My gorilla. Oh, maybe the gorilla likes this spot better. Is this the choice spot? Maybe someone was in this spot and they're gone now. Okay, let's see the gorilla. He's got welcome to Las Vegas. I think it's there we go. It's such a cool outfit. All right. I mean, that guy deserves, I don't know if it's a guy, could be a girl too, but I mean, like, that's gotta be hot in that thing. I would think so. All right. That is, it's like a trend. Then there's there's another gorilla getting dressed up across the way. This is like Gorilla Plaza. Yeah, hilarious. Okay. Oh, we got one of these dudes that's like, you know, defying gravity or something as he stands up on the ladder. I'm moved for tips. Please donate and take a photo. The International Champions of Human Statues 2021, says his sign. All right, interesting. There's the world's largest Keno board up in the D. The zip line just went over. There's also a new arcade over here. So back on the note of, is Vegas kid friendly? Well, you know what? There and more and more arcades opening pretty much everywhere, and including one down here in downtown Vegas where you can win Labubu's. Oh my gosh, I think I'll probably pass just because of that. Hot dog place here, American Coney Island chili dogs. Prices for food definitely going to be way cheaper in downtown Vegas than they are on the Strip. And this is also where you'll find these old school Vegas gift shops. You know, the kind of place that you can get 4 t-shirts for $9.99. I don't even know how they buy blank t-shirts for that much, let alone something that they're going to print on them. So that's pretty crazy. You know, but they're not going to be the most culturally significant shirts. I'll just leave these for you to read, because I feel like if I said a lot of them, my video would probably get demonetized. Actually, my video is probably going to get demonetized for all the copyright music in the back. We'll see if I can do anything to take that out in post-processing. But my guess is no, because it's so loud. If my voice sounds funny, that's why. I was trying to take out the music. Now you should be able to hear me again. I should be able to hear me normally. Okay, there's the Stratosphere down this way. I'm gonna put my microphone back on my so I'm holding my microphone here so you can hear me. I'm gonna put it back on my bag clip where I usually keep it, because we are out of the ridiculously loud music zone, waiting across the street here at 4th, the City of Las Vegas Marshal going by. It's interesting at these crosswalks, they've got the hand to no cross, but they added this much bigger, like, don't cross light to like tell people, like, don't cross. Taxi going by. On the note of taxis, you know, everybody's like into Uber and Lyft, but sometimes like taxis in Vegas can legitimately be a better deal than Uber and Lyft, particularly from the airport, where you get hit with surge fees, but those surge fees on the taxis. So if you got a surge fee, get the taxi. And usually the taxi line can often be shorter than waiting for an Uber and Lyft to pick you up. Here we've got Fat Sal's. We're making sandwiches over here. Vegas Cats. This is under the SlotZilla. That's the slot machine looking thing where the zip line goes out of as we go by the flamingos. So on the left is a place I enjoy, Dirt Dog, this place from Los Angeles. They sell, what do they call them, dirt dogs? They're like these Mexican style hot dogs wrapped with bacon. And they call them dirt dogs because the guy who owned it, his mom always told him, don't eat those dirt dogs, because street vendors sell them on the side of the street. And she would always say, the dogs are dirty, don't get the dirt dogs, because, you know, the dirt comes in from the road on the hot dog. You can weigh yourself here. She weighs 117 pounds. There you go. Are you curious how much I weigh? I am too. I don't want to stand in that line, so, yeah, heaven forbid. Okay. Here we are crossing Las Vegas Boulevard. This is the Las Vegas Strip. If you take a taxi or Uber or Lyft from the Strip. Probably cost you 20, 25 bucks, depending upon what part you're getting from. You can also take the Deuce bus. There's this, it's right here, this double-decker bus. It's just a few bucks to ride the Deuce bus and get down here. You can buy like $6 for 2 hours or $8 for 24 hours and ride that bus up and down the Strip, back and forth to Fremont. $8 round trip, pretty good deal. Drops you off right in front, and has stops all over the Strip. So if you don't have a car, that would be my recommendation for you. I drove down here and I parked at some of the metered parking just up this way. It's like $4 to $5 an hour in most of the metered lots around. Some hotels will have valet parking if you are like eating at the hotel, if you like spend enough money. Same thing for hotel guests, but it just depends on the hotel. You gotta check that out. Okay, what's kind of cool here, they've got this old school like neon around Fremont Street of the old hotels that are no longer here. There's also a neon museum that's further down this way. If you like old school neon, definitely check out the Neon Museum. It's definitely, the admission there is a bit hefty, but if you're a old school kind of Vegas art fan, nostalgia buff, definitely worth it to check out. Okay, this light is taking a really long time. Okay, all right, it's turning yellow. That means we get to walk here in a moment. All right, so now this part of Fremont Street on the other side of Las Vegas Boulevard is the Fremont East District. And this is like interesting for the first few blocks, and then I would say like kind of the neighborhood deteriorates rapidly. So I'll show you about as far as you probably want to walk on this, and then maybe drive for the rest of it to check it out. Generally better in the daytime here than at night, but less lively in the daytime than at night. Okay, here we've got a couple pizza places. We've got Evil Knievel's Pizzeria, Evil Pie. This is one of the most popular pizza places in downtown Vegas, and probably where I'm gonna get a pizza right after I finish this video. There's a lot of late night spots here, so this place has nice people dancing to techno. We've got a lot of bars over on the right-hand side too. Corduroy, Cheap Shot. You can see they're all closed up because many of these don't open until like 6 or 7 o'clock. There's a Thai restaurant over there called Lei Thai Noodles and Bar. It's got some smoke coming out the top, so that looks like it's probably pretty good too. This neighborhood, if you want to be like away from the hustle and bustle, you know, this is kind of it's more relaxing over here. So if you're looking for a spot to stay over here and away from the noise of Fremont Street, consider the El Cortez Hotel. This one, they just did a $20 million overhaul to the property, and the casino is here, dates back to 1941. The hotel is back over there. They're not gonna be, you know, luxurious suites like the Venetian or the Wynn or anything like that, but the price, the price will be right, that's for sure. I mean, like over here, you can get the prime rib special for $19.95. That's a good deal. All right, includes potatoes and a vegetable. I don't tell you what vegetable. It's just a vegetable. Probably depends on what's cheap for the day at that price. You're not getting any premium asparagus, no doubt. They got a timeline of the El Cortez over here. It says it started in 1941 and then did their little expansion here, or, you know, remodel in 24, 25. Okay, Thai, apparently popular down here. We've got some more Thai food in the Bangkok Street Thai Kitchen. Cool kind of rainbow crosswalk in front of it that I will take advantage of as we go this way. Somebody blowing out the leaves with his leaf blower. Side note, leaf blowers kind of annoy me because I feel like they don't clean up anything. They just blow things around, you know? Like, I just blow this leaf somewhere else. It's just gonna come back again. Like, pick up the leaves. I don't know. Maybe he is blowing the leaves into a corner and he's gonna pick them up. But I see a lot of people that I just feel like blow things out of their property for somebody else to deal with or blow back. There's the Limelight Social Club over here, which, I don't know, that looks like it's just getting started for the day. And so here is probably the last spot that's like reasonable to walk to. I mean, there's more stuff to see further down there. There's some cool old school motels, like the Ferguson is pretty neat. It's got this art of like a twisted tractor truck trailer. There's more historic neon down this way, but it's not like a high density, so you might want to drive that way just to see all those things. Okay, this praying mantis here in front of the container park at nighttime blows fire out of his mouth, which is cool. And it's called the container park because this place is made out of, yes, you guessed it, shipping containers. And we've got shops and restaurants in here. This is the downtown Las Vegas merch shop. And a little map of the different stores that are in the container park and what floor they're on. This is also another one that, like, you know, is not crazy. So you want to come to downtown Vegas and you kind of want to have a more like local feel, although this place caters to tourists, but it's got a cool playground in the middle. So if you've got kiddos, this is like a really unique playground because it's got like this like 3 or 4 story treehouse inside. There's a place that sells cotton candy over here for $5 out of their cotton candy machine. So reasonable prices. Your kids can go in the treehouse. You can sit at the tables and eat. There's a poke shack and grill on the right. Get some poke. You can come on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday and play complimentary laser tag from sunset to 9:30. That's kind of cool. We've got this Bin 702 bar, the downtown terrace, kitchen and bar, and pretty much everything in Vegas like has a bar. I think if you don't sell alcohol, I don't think you can make money here. We have a little stage in the back, and the stage is actually the one that's not a container. The stage is actually a train car, the train car behind it, and it's a tattoo parlor, Black Spade Tattoo. They claim that they are the best tattoo shop in Vegas. We've got Segway Las Vegas, that you can do some Segway tours. Maybe they're out and about doing their tours. Do they have prices? $79 for their historic downtown tour, $129 for their foodie tour, $65 for their Fremont night tour. We've got a cocktail and whiskey bar here, Oak and Ivy. Stop trying to make everyone happy. You're not tequila. Tequila makes everyone happy. There we go. We've got boba on the right. #1 boba, using fresh fruits is our tradition since 1998. And shop Mama Sage, a vibey shop. I don't know what kind of vibes. A vibey little shop. That's what it says. Okay, well, so fellow explorers, if your travels are bringing you to Vegas and you want to check out some more of my Vegas videos, you'll find links up here on the screen. If you enjoy long walks, you might enjoy this walk that I did on New Year's Eve a couple years ago along the entire strip from the Mandalay Bay to the Strat, or check out my full Las Vegas playlist right here. As usual, I won't say goodbye because I'll see you in the next video.